I've been looking at this machine for about 5 years. I checked it last August of 2014. It says pretty dead, C64C, dirty, flash a screen, card does not work, wakes disk drive, video chip, maybe. This, of course, is a much smaller, boy, it's heavy. I think it's this extra stuff on the top. And I've been holding off on looking at this because I'm not sure how much this machine will have that is the same. Something about this heavy. Oh no. No. Tell me it ain't so. This has Torx screws and dust. So I can't, with what I have here, really open this. Alright, let me see what I can do about this. Alright, so that didn't go well. It did not. At this second, I can't find my Torx screwdriver. And I don't think my little wee one here. Oh, there might be hope. There might be hope. See, a Torx screwdriver, it's often is used on like car headlights and things. And it's six-sided. Alright, but alright, this is going alright. This is just my little slotted screwdriver, and as it happens, oh man, it does fit. But, oh, I couldn't get that one. But these are so tight. You know what? I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to put the one screw. Oh, you know what? I'm going to stick it in the bag so I don't lose it. It is unique. We'll come back to this. Alright, here's the test machine. Now, in previous episodes I was rescuing a machine, and it went very well. That was the one, what is going on here, that had the bad PLA and the bad U2. But in the midst of that, I had yanked some other chips out of another machine to test things. And I kind of just left things sitting there, and as well as the machine that I was testing things from. So it was not the best to test things with because it didn't have everything in sockets, but it had enough. So I'm just going to reaffirm the chips that are good and the chips that are bad, because I think I might have some of both here. Here's a video chip that had a pin that was pretty bent, but it's okay, it's in, and it works. Okay, good. So what else do I have here? I have a 6510 chip. Pins look okay. They do. So I think probably I am going to find something of these chips that is wrong, or that is bad. But then, pop. Then I can make sure that this board, which was working, oh, that's fine, still works. What do we got here? Oh, alright, we got a couple SID chips. As I suspected, the Commodore 64 can turn on quite fine without a SID chip. So, SID chip in. So it looks like, in order to possibly make this machine happy again, we need to that's testing. We need to put in a video chip, a PLA chip, SID chip, and 6526. And then it should be okay. Now, as I did, you know what, before I do that, once this does its thing, I don't want to waste time on it, but I'm just looking at it just, you know what, that's why I should finish something and be done with it. I'm going to check the PLA chip in here, because I would like to think the bad PLA chip I didn't leave sitting around, or didn't put back in here. I would like to think. Do I know that for sure? No, I do not. So, let's just verify. Trust, but verify. Okay. SID chip is doing its thing. Right. SID chip coming out. SID chip going in. And I don't normally do this, but I am. I'm going to pull out the PLA, just so I can make sure. And of course, if there is a failure, I'm pretty sure though, when I set boy, sometimes some chips just don't want to go. Okay. Okay, yeah, the pins look a little funny here. Yeah, this might be a bad one. I don't, you know what, it looks almost like this is the one I desoldered. Let's turn this on and see. I know it still has the dead test cartridge in it, but if it doesn't come up, and it doesn't seem to be coming up, but maybe my suspicions were correct, and that I had left a bad chip in the machine. Let's see what happens. Indeed, we have found a bad chip. the bag. So, the good one goes back. We turn it on. Should be fine. It's fine. Alright, and we didn't really get a chance to test the stitch up. I'm sure it's fine, but you know. So now, in order to test, there we go. In order to test this machine, we need a 6526 chip, and well, since this one has a yellow dot, I will put another one in that has a yellow dot. Now, alright, good. Let's look for a 6510. This also has a yellow dot. What the heck? Good. And we need a PLA chip. Making sure we put it in the right spot because they are reversed. By the way, the pin number that is written on the board, or the chip number, will always be the same. Oh look, here's a SID chip with yellow dots. So put that in. It goes into U18. Alright, so SID chip works. Now, because this chip, I'm just going to take it out. This is the one that has a mangled pin. And I just want to put it in somewhere that it's not going to get pulled in and out all the time. And I think if I put it in here, I can leave it in here probably for another 40 years. And it'll be fine. It is a ceramic one, which I do tend to like the looks of better. It's in. So, we are populated. So this should work. It should. Because it did. Even though I have, here's a frustrating thing about it, there is no documentation on it, but I know I used it to test the other machine. So the power switch is off. Video is in. This should work. I have all good chips. I will apply power. I see a flicker. And it's good. Alright. Just for fun. Okay. So, it is refreshing to have something that works. I'm now going to let this run through its little testing. And it's missing. I'll have to find the little cover for that. And a keyboard, but I have keyboards. I do. So this one can actually go on the pile of good machines. What I'm noticing, and I'm not quite brave enough to do this with the machine powered up. I don't think. Maybe I am. Maybe I'll live on the edge. But it's missing some screws. hold the board down. And I have some handy. So there's really nothing close by. Look at that one. The plastic is gone. Actually, a lot of them, the bottom of the case looks rather deficient. I'll turn this off. I would like to get another screw into this at some point. Oh yeah, that one went. At some point, of course, I can always do another. But if this machine is going to be perhaps used, yeah, that's not. Yeah, I'd rather, if the screw's not going to take hold, I'd rather not have it in there, because I don't want it to come loose. Okay, that's good. Well, I mean, I would rather have more. Oh, see that one. Oh, no, that's okay. So I think we have 1, 2, 3, 5 out of 7. Not bad. But we have another machine that is working. And we're going to find a torque screwdriver for this one. So, as much as I have been putting things that don't work into this bin, I have another pile, not right here, of machines that work. So it brings me joy to be able to take this machine to that pile. That is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to look for a torque screwdriver so we can get into this beast. Thank you again for coming. Bye for now. Hello. Well, I have a couple things here. I went looking for screwdriver things, and I found a T10 bit, which is indeed the one I need for this Commodore 64. Unfortunately, I couldn't find, oh, but of course before that, I found another bunch of things that had from T15 upward, but it's T10. So I'm going to put the T10 back where it should have been, but I couldn't find a screwdriver to put the bit in. So we're going to leave this here because we're going to get to it. I also found here a vast assortment of chips that I have had for a long time, but I have not had the opportunity to test them. There are a lot of things on here. Looks like there's a lot of, well, there's a lot of everything. Not necessarily all for the Commodore 64. I see a lot of 6526s, 6522, 6510. Looks like, oh, a bunch of video chips. ROM chips, everything. Anyway, we need to test these, but not at this exact moment yet. What we have here is yet another Commodore 64. This is garage number 9, and it's dead. Dead it is. So, let's see what we can see. Of course, firstly, we have screws. And, you know, the plastic cases give way. Sometimes the screws, you know, I mean, they're really not supposed to go in and out of here tons and tons. The legs break off. Alright, the top is off. The screws are in the pile of screws.
That was easy.
sound of another thing breaking. Sorry. Alright, this one might be quite difficult because the SID chip is socketed, but nothing else is, except perhaps the video chip. But who knows? I hate these things. Oh, come off. Okay. So the video chip is socketed, and the SID chip is socketed, but nothing else. Well, here is a chance to pop this out gently. This has a lot of white goop on it. It really doesn't want to come out, but it will come out. But you see, the last thing I did with my test machine was I took out the video chip that had not a bad pin, but one that had certainly been bent terribly, because I really don't want to pull that one in and out. So, let's just see if this works. And it does. Well, that's good. Working chips are never a bad thing. So, I'll turn this off. This stuff actually looks rather thick and crusty. As I put things back together, I will replace that stuff. Alright, so the machine is on. That's good. So here we have a SID chip from the 43rd week of 1983. And it's not wanting to come out. There we go. SID chip out. SID chip in. Turn on. I mean, I would not like the SID chip to be bad, but it doesn't seem to be. Or at least it doesn't keep the machine from coming up. So we'll go through the test terminal. The other thing in this machine, there are already a couple of RAM chips that are socketed. So maybe there are more to be found. Maybe, possibly, maybe. Just looking around, I don't see anything. But I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 7 main chips that are not socketed, so I really can't do anything with them at this juncture, and so I won't. I will pop out the fuse for testing, but I'm sure it's fine. Alright. So this machine is fairly quickly going to be set into the bin of machines that require more testing. Oh well. So now I still, in order to get into this, I just have to find the screwdriver handle. And I should have one. I should. But I just can't find it at this moment. Okay. Oh, I was going to do the fuse. Oops. Just in case. Oh. But I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, it should be fine. So, we will continue. Now the other thing, of course, I now have, besides a lot of dead machines here, is I did find this whole black fabric static thing full of all kinds of chips to test. So, first, you know what, I want to find a screwdriver. I want to look into this. I do. So, I'm going to see about that. So for the moment, that's all I have to say about that. Thank you for coming. Stay tuned. Bye for now.